Getting asked to step out of your car by the police isn't an everyday occurrence, but when it does happen, most folks comply.
Car, stop, stop!
Hey, park the car!
Stop, stop, stop!
Get out of the car!
Step out!
Cooked from glass.
However, there are those rare moments when people decide they're not budging. Here, we've got 3 cases that will leave you wondering what goes through some minds when the police say, step out of the vehicle. On June 4, 2022, an officer spotted a black Mercedes going 37 miles per hour in a posted 30 miles per hour zone. To add to the traffic violations, the vehicle breezed past the stop sign without coming to a halt behind the solid white line. The officer, doing his duty, initiated a traffic stop and approached the driver. When asked for his driver's license, the driver handed over his Florida identification card and casually dropped the bombshell that he didn't actually have a license. Check it out.
You smoked weed in this car before?
I mean, maybe a friend when they borrowed it or something. But,
how recent was that?
I mean, I let my friend take my car like every other day, usually to work. But
okay, no problem. You got insurance on the car?
Yeah.
So it wasn't too bad, man. It was just 37. You got to come down to 30, all right? And then also when you
35.
No. Also, whenever you come to a stop sign, you can't be like past that first stop bar. Does that make sense? You were kind of inching into the intersection before you did stop, but yeah, you were a little bit too far beyond the stop sign. All right, ain't a big deal. I'll give you a warning, okay?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I don't have a license.
Okay, no big. I'll work with you.
Thank you, sir.
You know about how fast you were going?
I thought I was going 35. She said it was 35 on lane.
So you were thinking maybe around 35. Yeah. So 37 sound accurate.
I was like, she's like, it's 35 on Langley.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I seen the cop get behind me, and I was like, I didn't want to go, you know what I'm saying, too slow and look, you know.
Yeah,
so
no.
Like,
so 37 sound right?
What, 37?
Yeah, I mean, you were trying to stay around 35.
Yeah.
Okay.
Standing next to the passenger's door, the officer caught a whiff of a potent marijuana odor. Both the driver and passenger openly admitted they didn't have medical marijuana cards. The officer, deciding to dig a bit deeper, checked the database and uncovered a whopping 7 prior convictions of driving while license suspended for the driver. Now, they do say there's a good cop and a bad cop. This one, so far, is fitting the good cop bill. But brace yourself, because what he does next is bound to leave you shocked.
We'll go ahead and put him in handcuffs. Step out. Can you put out the cigarette for me? Appreciate it, man. I think I've met you before, man. Yeah, put your hands together like you're praying behind your back.
Think you met me before?
Oh, man.
You probably didn't see this coming, but guess what? It's about to take an even more interesting turn. The officers, smelling something fishy, literally, asked the passenger to step out for a probable cause search. Plot twist. She flat out refused, dropping the legal card on the table. The officer warned her that if she didn't comply, removal was on the menu.
Ma'am, can you step out for me? Were you able to find that insurance?
Why am I stepping out?
Because we're going to search your car.
What's the cause?
You don't have a medical marijuana card, neither does he, and I smelled marijuana when I walked up.
That's not a...
Yeah, it is.
Florida.
You're going to get out or I'm going to remove you.
But I thought that's not...
Are you going to get out?
Well, can I ask you a question, though?
Yes, I have probable cause to search your car now.
But in Florida, that's not a reason.
Step out. Step out.
Okay.
Step out.
Anthony Mel, he's 34 all the way ID card, black habitual, and 2017, he has received notice. And
stop pulling away.
I'm not.
In a surprising twist, the officers conducted a thorough search of the car and stumbled upon an unexpected find: cocaine. To add to the drama, the girl in the passenger seat claimed ownership of the illicit substance. This case unfolded so smoothly, it's almost like every police officer secretly wishes for interactions to go this seamlessly. However, not every case is as simple and straightforward. Let's shift gears to a more controversial scenario involving a lady who made sure to give the police officer a run for his money when it came to getting her out of the car. This incident unfolded on a Wednesday as deputies were monitoring a George Floyd protest in Orlando. They spotted a vehicle with hazard lights on, obstructing traffic, and decided to pull the driver over in a nearby parking lot.
Get out of the car. Do you want to go to jail? Seriously? Either get out of the car or you're going to jail.
Why am I getting out of the
We're
car?
telling you to get out of the car.
Why am I getting out of the car?
I got it. You're stopped in the middle of the roadway. You're violating a traffic violation. So at this point, you are being detained. Do you understand?
I wasn't doing anything besides
I'm not going to sit here and argue with you. I'm going to ask you to step out of the car, or we're going to remove you out of the car.
The situation took a dramatic turn when a deputy reached into the open window in an attempt to open the door from the inside. Instead, the vehicle suddenly lurched forward, and the driver began rolling up the window on the deputy's arm. The police officer has been playing the good cop role for quite a while now, and it seems like he's reached his breaking point. You won't believe what's about to unfold. Brace yourself. Even for someone who loves intense moments, this one is going to be a shocker.
I don't think I've done anything to be detained for. Do not reach into my car. Do not reach into my car. Stop, stop.
Hey, park the car!
Stop, 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 stop.
Get out of the car!
Oh my God.
Get out of the car! Put your hands behind your back.
Okay, okay.
Put your hands behind your back.
Get out of the car.
Put your hands behind your back. Get out! Put your hands behind your back. Can you put that car in park? Put the car in park.
Orange County Sheriff John Mina revealed that the woman suffered minor cuts to her face due to the shattered glass and sought treatment at the hospital. Mina mentioned that he would carefully review the affidavit on the charges before deciding how to proceed. Additionally, the sheriff's office is conducting a thorough review of the deputy's actions. Unfortunately, we can't show you the footage due to the graphic nature of the blood on her face, but take my word for it. It was a pretty intense scene.
I know my rights.
I don't care what laws you say you have.
I know that you don't care because you're supposed to be a police
then
officer.
You should know that
On January 17, 2022, Officer Smith was patrolling the Pensacola Bay Bridge, minding his own business. As he cruised along, his keen eye caught a gray GMC Terrain blazing at 52 miles per hour in a 35 miles per hour zone. Officer Smith, being the diligent officer he is, decided to tail the lead foot. It didn't take long for him to spot that the license plate on the speedster's ride had expired back in October 2021. So, Officer Smith rightfully signaled for a traffic stop, and they ended up pulling over into a CVS parking lot. When Officer Smith finally made his way to the driver, he couldn't help but notice her eyes were wide as saucers, with that glossy, dreamy look, and her movements were as languid as a sloth. So he did what any officer would do, asked her for her license. And what happened next? Well, it's a real shocker, folks. You won't believe it.
Any reason for that speed tonight?
Where's the 35?
Before you got off the bridge, and as soon as you came off the bridge, all this is 35.
I was going 40, I thought.
Nope. You got your license, registration, proof of insurance.
You don't have to have a license to drive a car.
Yes, you do.
You do not?
15-7, 41 with me. Ma'am, step out the vehicle. Step out the vehicle.
Am I a crime?
Yeah, you are being detained right now. Step out the vehicle, young lady.
I know my rights.
Either you step out the vehicle or I will remove you from the vehicle.
I know my rights.
15-7, sovereign
supervisor,
sovereign citizen.
Did you hear what I said? You need to get a supervisor out here right now.
No, you need to step out the vehicle right now. Young lady, step out the vehicle. Step out the vehicle. Last time I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask, and then I'm going to make you step out the vehicle.
You're going to get me a supervisor out here right now.
No, you're going to step out the vehicle right now.
You are going to get me a supervisor out here right now.
That's fine.
I know my rights.
What right is that?
I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a car. I am not, this is not a commercial vehicle.
Okay.
I know my rights.
Okay.
Very well.
That's what you want to stick with?
Fast forward the back and forth conversation. The officer just wanted to see her license, but she kept playing the "I want a supervisor" card like it was going out of style. As you can imagine, it got heated. She suddenly turned the tables and asked for the officer's name. Check it out.
What is your name and badge number?
I already told you my name. It's Officer Banks.
What is your badge number?
It's Officer Banks.
Are you failing to...
Are you failing to give me your driver's license?
I don't have to give you a driver's license to drive a car. This is not a commercial vehicle.
Okay.
I'm not driving, I'm traveling.
I'm not driving. I'm traveling. What in the world is that even supposed to mean, right? It's like she's got a whole new dictionary in her back pocket. I've got to hand it to that police officer, though. He's got the patience of a saint, dealing with all of this. Finally, the supervisor arrived, and, as you'd expect, he didn't waste any time getting to the point with this lady. Check this out.
Okay. Sir Turner, A, she won't identify. She won't produce a driver's license. She's doing 58.
Yes.
Okay, I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle.
Let my officer speak first, then I'll speak to you.
Her vehicle was stopped for speeding. 54 and 35 coming off the bridge. She asked me where the speed limit was, saying that it's before she got off the bridge. She actually did a U-turn. We were in the 35 zone. We pull over here. I introduced myself. I said, any reason why we're driving this fast? And I say, you got your license. She immediately goes into, I don't need a license to drive the vehicle.
Okay.
And they said, I am traveling.
Okay. So, you do need a license to drive the vehicle. And you do have to identify yourself.
You won't believe what went down when the police officers checked out this lady's info. Her Mississippi driver's license expired since October 21st, 2021. And if that's not enough, there was an active warrant out for her in Santa Rosa County for failing to show up in court after driving with an expired license. Talk about audacity, right? But hold on, it gets even crazier. During the vehicle search, the officers found a clear plastic baggie tucked away in her backpack on the front passenger floorboard. And yep, you guessed it, that baggie was full of cocaine. Now, watch closely because this is where things get interesting. When she was asked about the white powdery stuff, let's just say her reaction was far from what you'd expect from an innocent party.
Excuse me. Give me your full name. Give me your full name. Look at me, give me your full name. Give me your full name. Drugs inside the vehicle, you are under arrest now for possession of felony narcotics.
I didn't give y'all permission to search my vehicle either.
Your vehicle's being towed. We're inventorying it. We're not searching it.
Yes, you are. You're searching my vehicle.
You say that our laws don't matter to you, so what does it matter?
No surprises here. The driver refused to own up to any of the stuff found in her car. But the way she was acting, it didn't take a detective to figure out she was in no state to be driving. They didn't even bother with those sobriety tests because she was all over the place, refusing, complaining, and being downright argumentative with those crazy dilated pupils to top it off. So, it's a triple whammy of charges for her: driving without a valid license, driving under the influence, and getting cozy with a certain white powdery guest. Tough break for her.